I resigned myself to it not working. I'm busy grooming myself as working. Okay. Okay. Give me a second here. Uh, let's try this. Yes, please keep doing that. That's the best way to not get accused of being a pedophile is attack everybody in the world that fucking puts pedophiles away and scream and yell about how we're attacking your friends and attack our networks and dummy the fucking IP address and all the other shit. And break into people's houses and write down the default passwords and all the rest of that shit. Fucking idiot. That's the only reason you can do this. It's got nothing to do with being a hacker, eh? Breaking into people's houses that you're a pathological, criminally minded person, eh? Okay. That, this. Or we won't. Okay, here we go. The wonderful site you got running here. I understand the idea of not wanting to change things when like don't fix what ain't broken. But your site has been for about 16 years and you won't fix it. We've given you all the suggestions we can give you as to fixing it. Holy fuck, that takes forever. Blacklisted words, blacklisted, eh? Blacklisted. That'll be our new mixtape. Blacklisted. So there's that. Ooh, that's nasty. So there's Black Power. So there's 6 Cell. B19 is like the figurehead of 6 Cell. It's the sickest of 6 Cell, which is the sickest of Black Power. And then if you're really on something, you could spell it SIKH or SICC if you want. And then in French, it'd be CEL. I know. Okay, so get rid of the idiots that bother us. Good. Let's do this. Okay, so magic. This, that, click. And this. Oh, did I have a link to share? No, I guess I did all that on the fucking on the books this year, getting mad money. So this is last night's. So that keeps happening to me. This was from last night. What did I do? I passed out. Oh, that's so abnormal to do, right? But I tell you something, 16 hours of sleep a day will fuck you up, man. You wonder why the jails are like basically breeding criminals. It's fucking you go fucking crazy in there. Fucking hell. All that out of there one piece at a time. Come on. Ah, for fuck's sakes. Okay, no, here it goes. Love how you run your site, YouTube. You're horrible at this. You're absolutely horrible. I find it incredible that the customers, the users, I guess, the users keep lying. What do we call the drug users? We call them customers. What do you call your customers? You call them users, right? Okay. They're blue bandanas. They're blue bandanas. They're not just bandanas, sir. They match the blue. So, oh, by the way, the cops did not steal my front door key. I found it. You might be walking down the street then suddenly you hear tires screeching. Niggas will be hopping out with heat in. Both with the car seat and leaving ladies standing there screaming. The whole weekend you get reason, but every day out here is something season. Like a hot frequency of the locomotive, so the woman is gonna be behind me, moving mad way, walking like that means a club, but you understand that. People creeping in the dark, I could not say shots, get me eating my grappies, you heard what they said, I start when I spark it.
Personal property and can go without food and water for 24 hours at least. We fugitives who ain't doing a bid and shoot to live, even if it means leaving you for dead. Cause niggas like you get scared, look for loopholes, pick the phone up and dial 911.
Looking for loopholes, fuck you, I'm a loose yo.
Them cruel niggas that you never walk without. I know what happened, y'all heard about the double action, protocol gathering, and y'all don't wanna hear blasting. Watch who you beef with. You might be walking down the street then, suddenly you hear tires screeching. Niggas will be hopping out with heat and throw you in the car seat and even they blasting. Watch who you beef with. You might be walking down the street then, suddenly you hear
Hey YouTube, I love how crappy your interface is. Let's try this a fourth time. Wow. So you see why I wear the jumpsuit?
Yo, you better watch who you beef with. You might be
Watch out
walking
for
down the
the
street
men in
then,
the orange
suddenly you
jumpsuit.
hear
Oh, by
tires
the way.
screeching. Niggas will be hopping out with heat and throw you in.
So two things. One is I found my front door key. The cops did not steal it. It was in the pocket of a piece of clothing I had removed just before they arrested me. And the other thing is, for whatever reason, everybody else that got released, or like ahead of me and just after me last night, they kept the orange shirt and they let them keep the orange shirt. I've already got two of those shirts. I've got one jumpsuit, but I've got two shirts. I'm supposed to have two jumpsuits. Instead, I had one shirt and a crappy pair of track pants. Yeah. They gave me the two shirts. I didn't get the shirt this time that I kept. Did I get a shirt the time I kept this? I don't remember. I got a bunch of these fucking retarded fucking mementos. So if you don't know, the orange shirt thing has to do with natives here in Canada. They took a kid's shirt away and then they killed all these kids. And the reason they took the kid's shirt away is the Afro-Dutch resistance, the Dutch resistance. You don't have to be black, just have to be Dutch. It's all good. You're black. You're good enough. You're as good as black if you're Dutch. It's fine by me. That's my opinion anyway. But the color orange, like not the orange man, that's a different thing. But we're just as fucking crazy with the toolies. Which is when Hitler approached the Dutch and said, "You're Aryan like us. You can be like us." We're like, "Hey, we're not fucking white, bro. Get the fuck out of here." So, oh really? Hitler got mad. He got butthurt over that shit. Oh, pussy ass shit. Fucking. That's when they did the occupation of the Netherlands, where they just tried to crush us. They spent the most effort trying to crush us out of any other place, it seems to me, historically. I got the book right here. Rise and Fall of the Third Reich. It's the 50th, there it is, 50th anniversary edition. So just to preemptively say some here, public service announcement, if you see a swastika in the background of one of my videos or something that seems placed a little odd, I'm not showing you the swastika, it's just that the book's in the background. And if you're ignorant enough not to know about that book and you start complaining, he's swastikas, he's white, he's a white supremacist that hates white people, you sound like a fucking meth head when you say those things about me. Like if you see somebody like me saying, I'm black, you go, oh, okay. Look up a picture of Elijah Gray, the guy who invented the telephone. It was first in, last out that day, meaning his application went in first. Alexander Graham Bell's father-in-law application went on top, so his got read first, and then Elijah Gray's on the same day. And he looks essentially a lot more like me than he does like, let's say, Ice Cube, okay? You don't have to believe that. You can look it up. So the most number, so the way they phrase it is the highest number of Jews extracted from the populace, I guess would be the way to phrase it, came out of the Netherlands. And the German, the Nazi, forgive me, I know you're not, the Germans aren't exactly the people behind this. The Nazis, excuse me, speaking of past and present tense, said that the Netherlands was, the occupied Netherlands was their most hated assignment. Remember, the government was considered in exile. We didn't roll over. We weren't defeated. was a government in exile, meaning the government was being hosted in another country. Okay, and those countries all said, no, you're still the government there, but you're staying with us for now till we clear up this fucking infestation of bullshit. And the most hated assignment was the occupied Netherlands because everybody had a smile on their face. You seen me smiling. You ever see me smiling in public at some sort of confrontation or something, and you don't realize what's going on? You see my friends go, oh shit, and they back up. Yeah, everybody had a smile on their face, but they felt that everybody wanted to kill them. Nigga, we weren't playing. We're gonna kill you all. We did, basically. So all the theories and stories about where Hitler went after World War II, one way or another, he's still a dead motherfucker, ain't he? Bruv. So to be fair, no, the police did not steal my key this time. Last time, but not this time. So
yo, you better watch who you beef with. You might be walking down the street then suddenly you hear tires screeching. Niggas will be hopping out with heat, throw you in the car seat and leave your lady standing there screaming. The whole weekend you get blindfolded and beaten, nose bleeding, gasping for air wheezing. You got kidnapped and you don't even know the reason. We supposed to dance for ransom.
Pat over my eyes like a blindfold, leaning out the window on the wrong side, screaming fuck the other side.
Niggas know who you be with, where you be at, where you be gone, when you be back. All of my niggas got doctor degrees and thugonometry. We all know how to hold the heat properly and how to conduct the armed robbery for personal property. And go
I'm gonna kill you like Nixon and Jack.
We fugitives who ain't doing a bid and shoot to live, even if it means leaving you for dead. Cause niggas like you get scared, look for loopholes, pick the phone up and dial 911. And thugonometry, we all know how to hold the heat properly and how to conduct the armed robbery for personal property and can go without food and water for 24 hours at least. We fugitives who ain't doing a bid and shoot to live, even if it means leaving you for dead. Cause niggas like you get scared, look for loopholes, pick the phone up and dial 911. What happened to the
they hear us talking with the gun? They're calling 911.
I know what happened. Y'all heard about the double action, political gathering, and y'all the money y'all blasting. Watch who you beef with. You might be walking down the street then suddenly you hear tires screeching. Niggas will be hopping out with heat and throw you in the car seat and leave your lady standing there screaming. The whole weekend you get blindfolded and beat.
Just to bring it back to some educational and current affairs just for a moment. I've been posting lots of shit up on the networks about animals going crazy. I think there's going to be a huge earthquake in China, but that's just my thought on it with this herd of elephants running around. And there's bears and gators and everything moving all over the place. Okay, where am I going with this? They're finding these weird roundworm eggs in raccoon feces and tapeworms in animals they say is most likely it's canines, it's coyotes or some shit. And if this shit gets in you, these tapeworms will cause lesions that'll fucking kill you. And you have to be on medication forever. Same thing with these roundworm. The roundworm things are very interesting. The drug to get rid of these roundworm eggs is not approved in Canada, so you have to. It's complicated. You can either go to the U.S. and get it, which you might not be able to do right now. Can't drive across. Can't you? No, the hospital's here saying, "Oh, wait a few weeks to see what happens." Yeah, after the permanent damage is done, you die. They eat your brain and your eyes and shit. So there are pharmacists out there. So if you ever heard the term compound pharmacy or compound medicine, kind of like patent medicine, compounding means taking a little bit of one thing and a little bit of another, and then you crush it up with a mortar and pestle. And if you don't know what that is, look up Shoppers Drug Mart, and I think other pharmacies have a similar logo, not exactly the same. Similar. The Shoppers Drug Mart logo basically represents a mortar and pestle, which is I don't have the other. It'd be like something like this. You put your medicines in and you crush them. And they made the medicine for this kid and got it to him within 3 days, whatever, so he didn't fucking die. They said there were so many roundworm eggs in the sample of the dirt or whatever that he ingested, raccoon feces, that they couldn't count them all. That's how infested it was. That's how bad it's getting. So now you got animals going crazy, going all over the place for whatever reason, whether it's an earthquake, which is like an acute problem, or a long-term climate change. Alligators are coming north. Polar bears are going south. What the fuck? These animals all move around, and guess what? These roundworm eggs, instead of being out in the prairie somewhere, end up on a downtown Toronto street. Your kid drops his ball, picks it up, licks his hand later. You don't even realize. Yeah, pay fucking attention. Now back to the stupidity and just weed and hip hop for a few minutes. It's just
beating, nose bleeding, gasping for air, wheezing. You got kidnapped and you don't even know the reason. We even called you there for ransom. They said keep it. We watched the radio station. On some unannounced shit. Catch the DJ on guard the roundhouse.
General was a sick drugs entertainment. Know what the fuck the man meant when he said that shit. Did you miss it?
Just the way I
No, we
landed,
not
niggas
missing you. We
panic,
ain't
brains get hijacked like planes and crash landed. Bitch niggas pray to the Lord. The black box that was supposed to record the pilot's voice got destroyed. So watch who you beef with and watch who you suck your teeth in. It'll probably be something you regret. Get wet with horizontal rain droplets, miniature rockets coming out barrels of metal objects. Niggas get shot in the face on the ground, shaking like tectonic plates that cause earthquakes. Now you got your brother in the ground. How that dirt tastes? You shouldn't have started this shit in the first place. Nigga, watch who you beef with. You might be walking down the street then suddenly you hear tires screeching.
I'm just checking for my other bandana.
The car seat and leaving ladies standing there screaming the whole weekend. You get blindfolded and beaten, nose bleeding, gasping for air, wheezing. You got kidnapped and you don't even know the reason. We even put you there for ransom. They say watch this coming to get you ready to rip you with intercontinental ballistic missiles and pistols. Put a red dot on your head like you Hindu. They put a hole in you big enough to put my.
Because I'm sick in the head. So sick we beef with fed. So sick because I'm already fucking dead. You heard what I said, man. My eyeballs red.
We rob niggas for their presence and they call mitzvahs. We rob niggas for their body organs. Sold to the highest bidders. Things like hearts and livers. $1.5 million in cash when it's delivered. They go beyond Kipper and beg for God to forgive us. So you type that, find spiders real frightening. I hold your crucifix tighter when shells is firing. Sitting by your bed perspiring, trying to crawl underneath it. You need to watch who you beef with. Better watch who you beef with. You might be walking down the street then suddenly you hear tires screeching. Niggas will be hopping out with heat open in the car seat and leaving ladies standing there screaming the whole weekend. You get blindfolded and beaten, nose bleeding, gasping for air, wheezing. You got kidnapped and you don't even know the reason. We even called you there for ransom. They said keep it. Watch who down, sick and dirty motherfucker. You need to watch who you beef with. You need to watch who you beef with. Yeah, nigga, watch who you beef with. Watch who you beef with.
Inmates in Saskatoon, Prince Albert, State 100 Australia. Somebody released by Edmonton Eskimos. Right, okay, that's not the right song. Fuck. Oh, that's in case the thing don't automatically tag it, whatever. It's cannabis. 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 For all the bus drivers. So good with that. Close enough. I find it incredible how many people don't know any sign language at all. Like none. I had to use it on video court because they kept muting my mic. And if they unmute it, it takes 30 seconds to unmute itself, or I can unmute it immediately. So it pops up a pop-up thing on your thing because there's legal implications. If they turn your mic on and you don't realize it's on and you're talking to somebody thinking that you're not, yeah, it could be a problem. So it's YES. So that's enough of that.
President Hillary Clinton called the scientists, open up Area 51 that can cause America to be destroyed. President Clinton attempts to do this shadow zombies because they too will be forced to have to come on out the scientists all over the earth will know essentially.
There's got to be some sort of airborne pathogen being released around here.
What they see, that God is present, and that we whom they have destroyed.
So I just spent 6 days in custody, and I keep saying the air is really fresh in there. They got a really good ventilation system in this bitch. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Like I think it's 24-inch fucking ventilation. And of course I'm back here for 12 hours, and I've already got so much crap in my eye. So I'm being exposed to something. I don't know why it's always this side that gets the worst of it, but it is. I've noticed that I don't know why, but I've noticed that it's the one I got the laser surgery on, the PRK. Ever since then, it'll build up more crap, which is essentially just bacteria and shit being flushed out by my immune system. Was this happening the last 6 days? No. Police stations are filthy. Jails are filthy. People at jail are filthy. Yeah. Well, hold on a second. How come my eye not all infected till I come back home? What the fuck's up with it? I got the window open. I got the fan running. The ventilation system's fucked up, but in here it is technically sort of running. What the fuck's being released around here to do this? I've lived in sick buildings before.
This knowledge, if it did not come from the satanic mind.
I've lived in sick buildings before. I've lived with gas leaks. Allegedly, some of these places have sewer gas coming into them. I didn't, so this place sometimes does. Not up here on this level, but in the basement. Let's see, what else? A leather tannery full of hundreds of barrels of cyanide and arsenic caught fire about 2 blocks from my house one time. Yeah, okay. How about PVC insulation on copper wires? You know, people used to burn that off by just throwing it in the fire. Don't do that. And you'll get caught fast too, because the smoke is rainbow colored. Don't do that. No, the Environment Canada people or whoever, any of the government people, any commercial pilot sees that shit, they'll call it in. So I'm quite used to, and I've lived in healthy buildings too, so I'm quite used to this sick building syndrome. You're not gonna confuse me with this shit. I'm gonna just twist another one.
Oblivious Christians, Muslims, most of them. Puppet master controls both of them. All spoken language created by Satan. Planet Earth is a captured operation. Lies cannot exist without speech. Humankind can't trust what they see. Tell me, what are your beliefs? Are they a multiple or singular God? Do you follow 10 commandments or 10,000 laws? Life on Mars, what are the odds? Do I remember being there? No. What about the brain wash? Tier 1 scientists, that's their main job. To teach you where you are, not where you came from. To tell us what was on first. Why? Culture divides due to the confusion most of the time. History's always been sorted. Important facts not reported. Real hip-hop is not recorded. False forces, shadow sorcerers, de facto black marketers. Families feuding in their corporate offices. A running man strangles Mr. Dawson outside Guy Fawkes' apartment. Right after the Boston bombing, I'm in the pawn shop, make me an offer. Take 2 more derivatives. Call me in the morning, doctor. E. coli, malaria, water. Earthquake victims still starving. Babies born with barcodes on their organs. Holocaust healthcare is never any better than welfare. A lot of people think it ain't fair. They should drop food from drones instead of dropping bombs. Jimmy crack corn from modified hormones. Soybean told from grown produce. Faggot ass doctor wanna grab the prostate and he don't even know you. I got nerves of steel protected from electrical surge. My curse words become medical terms. He said Allahu Akbar, blew up the plane. He said God bless his
I'm sick as fucking hell.
Tactical protocol was changed from that moment on. The whole world's a war, but not for long. They say from disaster comes peace. God bless the deceased. They had to pick up the rest of his teeth. First and last name, RFID in your brain. Shackled to some chains on the trains. Close quarters, close marshals, no wiggle room on the target. Stay close like titties and armpits. Bio ceramic bone fabrics, post-apocalyptic mathematics. How do you weaponize a rabbit? Fusion ignition, a new way of thinking. Just listen. Close enough to hear the laser beam whisper.
You see how I started it off tonight? How I talked about the history of the present king of Great Britain, or the Tut of the land, is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. the Joker Tud's half-brother, who is the money man for the dead-gum Al-Qaeda and Muslim Brotherhood in the whole African area. Now, how can you understand? Can you understand how this is not now normal? It is not now just everything's just fine and hunky-dory and kumbaya. And now they're going to have lockdown drills, and you're going to have to cover the windows with paper, and then the children won't be allowed out of the children's Sunday school area. And the Bible study people, the little old ladies, the little old men's groups, and everything to study the Bible, they'll have to lock down and drop down to their positions. Then the cops will come in with SWAT teams, and it'll just be ducky and lovely and wonderful to practice up for the clergy.
My front door smashed in it.
Well, let me tell you something. They've already been submitted. They're coming for you. They got a new hotshot little Navy admiral who's a sniper warrior, and what the fact he does you. He don't care. He's going to double down.
Pyramids on every planet, spacecrafts crash landed and disbanded, left in the sandpit. A Christian cross stands outside of the crater. Fake crescent moon-like shapes glows through the vapor. 21st century mega quakes shake up. Mommy late for work with messed up makeup. Daddy lost his job, they might break up. He makes 25 cents a week. He makes what? The country hungry and tired. Nero is fine-tuning his liar. The empire is consumed by fire. Parliament closely monitored. School bus size comments hit Washington. People in church talking about God again. Tsunami, what you mean, God? I mean, watch the ocean seesaw up thousands of feet to the seafloor. Thought process froze. Think but do not disclose. Rap music don't barter no gold. All the plaques we got were fake. Just like this horse shit reality, they make you think you create. Dummies amused by the sound of their own laughter. Black gold sprays from white holes in Alaska. Didn't want to listen when they told you. Now you eat soybean tofu. The government owns you. The Antichrist approaches. Everybody owns their noses. They know death don't smell like roses. The minister was putting on the suit socks. Went downstairs in the elevator like Tupac. Foreign diplomats' toolboxes. No match for the elite rulers' toolbox. Look how many rules they got. No respect. Human conditional disconnect. There's nothing left. Certainly less than you would dare expect. Yet perhaps maybe there's more. Crystal quartz, tuna forks. Mind control forces straight with your thoughts. My land is lost, and now I can't talk or walk. I cry out my kingdom for a horse. Operation Full Spectrum. I reviewed all of the metrics. I removed everything that was pleasant. Dig a hole to get over depression. Psychic methods. If it works, then why change the method? They control the entire globe. They say I don't care what you know, Earth man. Just do what you're told. Dense, nicks, cracks, splints, and other sweetest laments. The best poetry barely makes sense. They pulse racist, blood all over their faces. This is craziness, and nobody's coming to save us. It's more the wounds where he treated.
Help you help yourself. There ain't no handout.
Humans retreated, robots feeding, boulder-sized rocks feeling. The earth is squealing. The diner crashed, Wall Street didn't even feel it. Now what you gonna deal with? What you gonna eat a meal with? No tangibles, don't even think about stealing it. Purify your H2O and stop moving so slow. You already know where we gotta go. Object topside, Tony Stark bomb, let's rock slide. Twist metal, a bent up carbine. Sweet Caroline, double barrel time. They wanna beef, don't let them get past the cattle line. Wretched, dusty ass Stetson, isotope census. This is a community consensus. Boys will
keep them out. If they get a foot in, trouble will come to you.
Boys, men with contaminated toys. The future is full of so much joy. Burgundy, maroon, jar.
They're trying to call me and give me a disease, throw blood in my face.
Soothsayer, those within distance to hear, they don't care. God bless the praying prepper who is scared but prepared. A brand new world begins at the moon ship planet overspin. Here we go again. Modern day martyrs sing chorus out of Faroon Corpus from the pinnacle of Tyre Bale Fortress. This is your world, take it back if you want it. But you can't sit at that table without an offering. Purse lips like Mick Jagger, a bowl of hot soup, cracker barrel, raisin, oatmeal, and apples. Illegal 7.62 rounds in the satchel. This is unnatural. The sentence is death if they catch you. Fuel station incineration all over the nation. Devils flying all over creation. Don't open that box, it belongs to Pan. And he will compose music for the song of man. Area 51 is off limits to the intellectually timid. Humankind really has no business. If you want to see a fight start, turn the lights off. A dark world by a tragedy of life lost.
Now, they're getting ready to preclude you going
as you please. Somebody was talking to some contractor types, if you know what I'm saying, from the East Coast, and they're saying that society is getting to be worried is that they need to go ahead and get this thing to start off and to jump it off. Meaning they want the Patriots to jump off somehow or another. And that they're getting ready to do something. And then the timing, we keep hearing timings, and I do not know the exact date, hour, whatever it is, let alone when the Lord returns, but this is not that. So when people say that you don't know the exact day and hour, that is not about this kind of a thing. That's about when the Son of Man returns. That's when Jesus comes back. Whether you know it or not, or whether you believe it or not, I don't care, because it happens to be the truth. And that there are those that I know and others know that have been inside and seen that world. And that is the core reality of what's going on.
That is not a brand new track. Oh, now what do I do? I'm gonna fuck this machine up if I try to do anything else with it. I'm gonna just go ahead. So, oh, I guess we just missed the mainstream news. Fuck. No, what the hell? Come on, something has to work here. That's not what I wanted you to do at all. Oh, thanks for making this so easy to navigate and so fast to respond. Here we go. This one. That's a playlist with one track. Thank you. That's gonna help me. All tracks. Okay, so there's more. All tracks, 200 something. Top tracks, 300 something. How'd you do that? You got more top tracks than all tracks. That's not how that works. Mathematically, that's wrong. Here, this works.